recording, isn't it?
Yeah.
Shalom.
Shalom.
All praises to Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai.
Ba'ashem Rakakadosh.
Ba'ashem Rakakadosh. That's right. That's right. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And shalom to the brothers that are teaching His word. Okay, so we're just gonna do just like an open forum and go in the spirit, So I've got this scripture here. This is because we're living in the last days. Just to say that, we always say it. We're living in the last days, man. And the Lord's flooding this world with this truth, man. Okay, the Lord's flooding the world with this truth, and the knowledge of Yahweh Hashem Yahshai is getting out there. And the Lord willing, soon we're at the end. He's sealing His election, man. He's elect, and Lord's will, we're part of that number. So let me read this for you here. This is Wisdom of Solomon 5:1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him, and made no account of his labors. And that's what we're doing. The righteous man is who? The Israelite man, first and foremost, but the ones that are in the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahshai teaching His word. That's the brothers, the brethren that are teaching His truth. Okay? It said, then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness. And what do we do that, man? Because we go on the highways and byways every Saturday, man. Every Saturday we're out there, from the apostles and elders on down to the brothers teaching His word in England, in all over the States, in America, Holland, Jamaica. Go out there and teach this word, man. And they're standing great boldness before, it says, it's standing great boldness before, let's see it here. Then they shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him. And we're doing that. Because when we do that, we're standing before the face of the man that afflicted us, the so-called white man. All these other nations, but primarily this kingdom's the so-called white man's kingdom. So we're standing before their face in great boldness, man, and condemning their society. And it says, of them that afflicted... You want to say something, huh?
No, I was waiting for this.
Okay, can't. It says, of them that afflicted us, okay? Because we've been afflicted, bro. Akiam, man. Yeah. And it, like Jake, in the world as a whole, we telling them, look, you've been to get the elect out. Because the thing is, when you hear this knowledge, you realize, shit, man, I've been messed up, man. I've been oppressed, and the Lord's waking you up. That's what we're doing. We want to wake up other members of the elect, Lord willing, man. And we've been afflicted. We've been put in slavery. We built this society. They made no account of those labors.
You got that? We built this city.
Yeah. We built this city. Yeah. That's a tune, man.
Okay.
But we did. Because Jake built this place, man. With blood, sweat, and tears, man. Okay? That's how this society was built up. And that ain't going to be swept under the rug, because the prophets are going to keep bringing it up, man. Every week, we're going to keep bringing it up. Every video, we're going to bring things up like this, man. All the time. Okay? It says, then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him, and made no account of his labors. And they ain't made no account of you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans' labors in this kingdom, man. They ain't, man.
Yeah, and the majority of them don't care like the geese that came up to camp.
Yeah.
Which makes you just think the other guys, it's terrible.
But they're even worse.
At least man was in his right spirit.
Yeah.
Because like we were saying to that guy yesterday, look, not only have we ain't going to care,
A so-called Jew came up to the camp yesterday, saying all that, like basically he was trying to say that their plight was pretty much worse than ours, man. Like basically disannulling anything that happened to Israel. And that's how the heathen think. You see, it says they made no account of his labors. They look at you as a no people. It doesn't matter that you went into slavery. That's in their mentality. But the Lord, it matters to Yahweh Hashem Yahshai, man. Go on,
So Zechariah 11:5 says, whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty. Because during the time of slavery, as we're going into, these guys, they were slaying us in mass, even up until this day, and they ain't holding themselves guilty, man. And part of that is saying, Jake worked for free for hundreds of years, right? And then they're just like, well, why you niggas so lazy? Go get a job. Nigga was working free for 400 years.
Yep. And Khan, what you're saying as well, bro, because that slavery has had a deep effect on Israel and our people, man. A deep effect, man. That's why Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans are so messed up today, man. So it's not as easy as just you see. But that just shows you that's why they're such devils, man. Because they totally destroyed Jake, but then they'll say, "Oh, what? Just get a job," or things like that.
It's in the past.
It's in the past. And then even a lot of jobs a Jake will go in, they might not want to hire that Jake anyway because he's a Jake. They won't. So you got to think a lot of shit to pay for, man. And they know it. They know they're oppressing us.
Exactly. And the thing is, let's say you do get the job, And brothers will attest to this, man. You have some brilliant ideas in how the company can improve, but they don't want to listen to you. Then an Edomite will say exactly what you. That's a brilliant idea.
Yeah.
Why hasn't anyone thought of this before? And you're literally just there like,
Yeah, but you know that happened in 12 Years Slave, remember? When they were building that, I think it was the bridge, remember? And Solomon Northup had the right idea.
Yeah.
But the Edomite, the overseer, didn't want to take that idea. But then when the guy took that idea and it worked, that overseer guy, you know, wanted to hurt Solomon more.
Yeah.
That's the, you know what I'm saying?
God.
And he had the right idea, you know. But that shows you these are the devil, man. That's why the spirit of Jacob and Esau is playing out.
Enmity.
It's enmity. It's real. There's a real difference, you know.
Yeah, and he even showed you when he was building the barn, and then he's basically like, no, but if you do it this way, it'll be a lot quicker. Boy, and he tries to find.
So you got what? So you Negroes got to watch them movies, man, to get you in the spirit, man, to show you, hey, this white man's a devil, man, and that ain't changed still to this day. Okay, it says, and the same with you Hispanics and Native Americans too, man. All right, and this says, when they shall see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear. When they shall see what we're doing now. See, because for us, like you know, I hate saying that word, black men. For us, so-called Negroes, us standing up saying the white man's a devil, saying it to him.
Yeah,
bro.
Like when that so-called Jew came up, I was like, man, you're going into slavery, man.
Yeah. That's it, man. And we're saying that to the so-called white man in his society.
And that's why the scriptures say, fools for Yahushua, because he's thinking, you enslaved me.
Yeah. That's what he's thinking.
And people, even Jakes will go, what are these niggas talking about and putting the white man in?
They're rebellious, you know.
And then they'll go, it's okay, Mr. White Man. We love you.
It's not like they're crazy.
It's not all of us, man, sir.
Yeah. You see when we do that, Jacob, you know. But that's what we're doing. It says but we're fulfilling the Lord's word here. What we do, man. It said, when they shall see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they look for. And they are troubled, man, because when we go out there, we're like a thorn in this man's society, man. You know what I'm saying? Every video that gets pushed out there is a further punch or wound in his kingdom. Every video you push out there, you know what I'm saying? They're getting affected by that. It's affecting them, you know. And it says they shall be troubled with terrible fear. So that strikes fear in them, because we're telling them their society is going down and that the Lord Yahushua is about to return, man. You know what I'm saying? And really, it's a direct hit at the elites, people that are ruling, because the peon doesn't know. The peon you work with at work, you know.
He's talking about 20 years from now. My children there, so my children go to uni.
You know what I'm saying? You know? And then it says, fear and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they looked for. So far beyond all that they looked for, because the Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans being delivered, the strangeness of salvation is what? The chariots, what the white man calls the UFOs, man. That's the strangeness of the salvation. And it says so far beyond all that they look for, because when the chariots enter into this atmosphere, when they come here into this society, they show themselves, it's going to be Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans getting beamed up. And that's gonna be strange unto them. But what, these are the people? We just the other day I was making mockery of them. That's all gonna change in a split second. It's just gonna change, isn't it?
What, you know? Man, because you have all of these heathens, man. They're looking at the white man like he's God.
He's God,
right? And
they do, and they really do.
They do,
and that is real, man.
And brothers have testimonies.
You know what I'm saying? That is true, you know. They do, man. Sorry, go on.
No, I was gonna say, because I was talking to some goop bitch, and she confessed straight. I want white man. I want white man. You know, I'm here to get white husband.
That's it.
Right? And bro, you know them ones. It was just perplexed, but they look at that guy like he's a god. My man, I'm obviously knowing these scriptures. I'm like, man, in that day, you're gonna be looking at us like that, man.
And that's the part of the hell we catch too, because we know who we are. We still wearing these. The scriptures call them the chains and bonds, isn't it? You know, these bodies. We're here in this body, in this man's society, but we know we're the rulers of this world, man. We know who our power is, but we're fucked up. We're in captivity, man. So even the way we're looked at, we're despised, bro, in this kingdom.
Yeah.
As a whole. Even Jake that think that they're doing it out here, they're despised, man.
Yeah,
You're not really doing it, man. You're just a slave with a bit of an extra money.
Yeah.
You know? You might have $1 million, 2-3 million in your bank.
Yeah.
They still look at you as a slave, man.
Yeah, you'll be driving your Bentley or whatever. That's probably a drug dealer.
That's and he might not even be a drug dealer. He might as well.
Exactly.
You know how these devils are.
Yeah, the only Jakes that can drive nice cars are the ones that have to Greek out, like proper suit and tie and shit.
Yeah.
But even then, they're like, oh, he's probably just that or something. They don't like you.
That's it. That's exactly you hit the nail on the head. That's it. Yeah. Jacob and Esau are not meant to get along. Can't. See, the white man's got can't. Because Esau's got us confused. Well, Jake in the world confused, man. Yeah. Because they think that they can get along with him.
Yeah.
He don't think like that. He's got you in a trick bag, man. Yeah. You know? But the strangers so far beyond all that they look for is how we get saved, man. Because they're gonna look at them with them people. We've just been having them messed up. These are the people of the Lord. Yeah. They were just shooting each other yesterday, man. Yeah. In the ghettos, they kill each other. These can't be the people. But when they get beaten up, it's gonna be reality. Yeah.
It's like the account in Ezekiel when he's asked, can these bones live? And we see that certain days see Jake's
dead.
And you're like, bro,
finished, bro.
Can these bones live?
I know, bro. You see that expression there? Yeah. That's the spirit, man, because that's true, bro. You look at Jake sometimes like, can these bones live, bro? Yeah. Bro, you're amazed, isn't it? Sometimes.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes you see, like, even for example, Jake, when they take homosexuality, for example, bro, they go out over the top with it, man. We see it at camp, man. We see it at camp, Jake. They go over the top with it. That's a dead bone, man.
Yeah.
That's, you know?
Yeah, that's a rotten bone, man. It's getting all dusty and shit.
It's finished, bro. You see?
Can't.
You know, I mean, you got something?
Yeah, I've got a couple for you real quick. Right, it says Revelation 11 and 12 says, and they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, come hither. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them.
Come into that.
Right? So that come hither, right? It's lit in the Lashuan Kadash, you know, get out of her, my people. Get out of her, right? And then that sent it into a cloud, which basically is the same as what we're reading here in Wisdom 5. That cloud being their chariots, man. Right? And their enemies beheld, and our enemies, same thing again. It's the same point being reiterated throughout. Because scriptures, when you read them, you actually realize the same point is said. It's said. But a different prophet, maybe in a slightly different way. Not every Jake's going to write things down in the same way. No two Jakes are the same. Right?
But it's the same point.
But it's the same point.
Yep.
You know? And that's what you see here. Once again, it says, and the end was like, oh shit, no, these guys.
Yeah.
You know, these gangbangers.
That's exactly on point with wisdom. Yeah. You
know? And the other one, because I mentioned it a couple of times, this is Genesis 3.
Come out of her, my people. And that's what we're waiting for, man. So we can, because we're out of this society now mentally. Yeah. You know, the Lord increases us more to even become more like, you know, curse this place out even more, you know, to get more in the spirit while we're here.
Yeah.
But Lord's will, when that time comes, we're going to physically be out of this society, man. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because when it says come out of her, my people, even that's talking about coming out of her now mentally, man.
Yeah.
Because a lot of our people are totally into this system, bro.
Yeah.
They can't live without it, man.
Yeah.
The Esau's like, they run to Esau for everything, man.
Yeah, well, Esau's created a system where you have no choice but to run. Yeah. Nobody knows how to garden.
Self-sustain themselves.
Yeah, no one has a garden, for one. You're in places like London.
Like, we're living in a box. We're in a box flat.
Yeah. No one
5
has
stories,
a garden.
5 flats. 5 blocks high.
No one has a garden, right? And what you might say, I'll go to the woods. There's poisonous plants in the woods.
You don't know.
People don't know what's poisonous. People don't know what's edible.
They probably never killed a chicken or a goat, or they don't know what to do.
Yeah. Whereas because I know, for instance, I went to school with one girl. She was saying how on the islands, right? She basically they had a pet goat and that, and at a certain age, they killed the goat and ate it. Right. So obviously at that age, you're being brought into life. Okay, cool. So it's how, and I don't know whether they showed her how to do it or whatever, right? But that's the way you bring someone up. You say, all right, cool. Now is a cool. You cut it. I don't know. But you say you cut it somewhere. You drain it. This is the most efficient place to cut it. Otherwise, you're going to be struggling, or the animal will die in pain. This, that, and the other. But these guys don't have that.
to show them the right way.
Yeah, for instance, they think chicken is just a little pink thing that you get in a packet
with that cling film and the blue bit at the bottom, and
that's what they think chicken is.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But that's the society that Esau's like
completely dependent on the system.
Completely dependent on the system, man.
Which is why, like the bro was saying earlier on, why what we're saying is so affecting to them. Because for one, we're saying that their system, basically their dad, their God, is a liar. He's a devil, and he's going to be destroyed.
Yeah.
That's why they hate us. They think, well, man, you can't say that about him.
Yeah.
All right. That's why they believe a lot of his lies as well, because they're thinking, my God will never do that to me.
Yeah.
You know, he wouldn't put poison in my vaccines. He wouldn't bring down the Twin Towers.
Yeah.
He wouldn't, start wars for no just cause.
I got something for you.
Yeah.
I mean, you got something else, or I got something for you here. This is Isaiah 31:1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help.
Right, and what's modern day Egypt, man? It's talking about America, Revelation 11:8. Spiritually called Sodom and Egypt.
That's right.
Right, Egypt represents bondage. Right, when we went over there, it was for bondage.
That's it. That's it.
And
just like America today.
Exactly. Just like
with England, just like anywhere you Negroes are located, or you Hispanics, Native Americans, you're in captivity. Man.
Captivity, right? And also, when you read Second Ezra, it makes the point of I'll smite Egypt again.
Yeah.
As before, which meaning that there are two Egypts, man. I was smart Egypt as before, and that's how and the thing is, you're starting to see that.
You're starting to see it.
Forest fires here, floods there, and it's like, whoa, shit. You know?
Can't. It says, woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots, because they are many. And
because they're many. Bro, you hear good old American. I remember I was first coming into the truth for that. Right, looking into certain things and watching that film Transformers, right? I think the second or the third one, I think, when they basically say, send the Autobots up into space, right? And then they're like, but the Decepticons are here. How are you going to defeat them? And then Geezer goes, with the good old American military.
But that's how they think. Yeah, because even he said, because Esau, I think he's even got a saying in his military, not even, basically says, not even God can bring down, keep speaking.
I'll look for it if you want.
Yeah, because that's how proud this man is, man. You see, the Lord's given him so much, the good old American military, that. They like that in the movies. And the people in the cinema, the military. That's what people trust in it, man. That's why people, I think it's the Air Force, something to do with the Air Force, not even the Air Force. Because, I think it's that, because, not even, because that's how people are, man. They think that, hey, look, just because, if they think in numbers, so if Esau's got 1 million military men, nothing can bring them down, 10 million military men. But the Lord can. The Lord can do it with his 144,000.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The Lord ain't dealing with, it has to be mass numbers. The Lord needs a few good men to bring this man's society down, man. He's doing it now through the word and then through the power of Yahweh Bashim Yahshai when he returns, man. But that proves that's Esau, how proud they are. Though his head reach onto the clouds, the scriptures say that. Because these Edomites are proud, man, because their society, it's like it looks like a glorious kingdom on the outside. Like when you see these big buildings, these city high rises, it's like overwhelming. Oh. Yeah. That's why they even, like you said, why man, it's overwhelming, That's why their societies are built like his. Their kingdom is built like his.
For instance, you get them,
this is what Jake fucking aspire to.
Yeah.
They want to get up in this shard, to the top of the shard.
Yeah, because a lot of the time it's because they're fucking simping. Their woman wants to go to the top of the shard, man.
And eat lobsters.
Okay, baby. Eat lobsters and
king prawns.
Yeah, but like we were saying, and these heathens have built their ways. They've drunk off the philosophies of America. Right, so just talk about the nations were drunken also, man. Right? Because they build their houses, their buildings the same. Right? These Japanese, these Chinese, they have their dress sense is pretty cool. But guess what they did? Now they're wearing suit and ties. Right? What was that? Kimono? What's that?
Kimono.
Kimono, the one the women wear.
Oh yeah. I think that is called a kimono. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
that shit's sexy as hell.
Yeah.
But then what have they now started going into? Now they're starting to dress more like the so-called white woman and the white man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they'll be wearing the woman suit and shit going into the work and all of that.
Yeah. That's right. Dressing like Esau, man.
Yeah.
His philosophy, man. What is it called?
Yeah, let me get this.
Okay, read it.
Because you mentioned it once or twice. It says Genesis 3:15. It says, "And I'll put enmity between thee and the woman, and between thy seed and her seed. It shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel." Right? You see that between Jake and Esau, right? It's a perpetual hatred. We don't like him. He don't like us. But because Jake is in a lower estate, when Esau has to be around Jake, they basically treat him a certain way that, the Jake thinks, oh, he likes me, but he's not even looking at you. You're just there.
Yeah.
Right?
Can't. So there's a difference in the spirit, man.
Yeah.
You know? There's a difference in enmity, man. That's always going to be there. Yeah, and it's always going to be there. And why? Because the Lord made it that way.
Yeah.
You know? So when Yahweh Shai comes back and we get the so-called white man in captivity, the Lord said he's going to put his spirit on us.
Yeah.
So we're going to be oppressing them. We're going to show them that,
Yeah. Yeah, because one of the things we was discussed with Akim yesterday, like, it was, the Mexican flair, man.
Mm-hmm.
That guy. It was like, look, man, the Lord's going to have to put the spirit on us to do certain things to these heathen, man.
Mm-hmm.
Because the way this guy was just straight, man, he's Issacharites are off, man. Jesus was just taking like sledgehammers and just breaking like some grandma's neck off, man.
Is that another one of them?
Yeah, another one of them Issacharites, man.
Wicked spics, man. Wicked Latinos, man.
Her only crime.
Wicked Hispanics, man. Wicked ass niggas, basically, man.
Her only crime was being a brother to one of them gangbangers, man.
So he killed her.
And on command's using a head, what you call it, like a thing, right? But once again, goes back to can these bones live?
Yeah.
Right, but those certain kind of things, man, that's what we're going to be doing to you heathens.
Yeah, we're going to be doing that to the heathens,
yeah.
Man. That hatred that Jake has for each other. And the Lord's going to make it even more intense.
Yeah, which is why it says the Lord has to put his anger on us. Mm-hmm. Right, because we was watching, I was like, look, man, I can't do that to someone.
Mm-hmm. Keep speaking like that.
I can't.
What do you call it? That's wicked, bro.
That's wicked.
That's wicked as all hell, man.
But that whole process of, one thing, the guy basically cuts the guy's stomach off, man. I throw it up.
That's wicked as all hell, That's some wicked wicked niggas, man. Latin wicked spicks, man. Killing each other and shit.
Yeah, but these are the people of the Most High.
Yeah, wicked, yeah. And then you got Negroes in the ghetto. I mean, Jamaica, the islands was on lockdown. Mm. They got like how. I mean, let's get an article on that on the murder rates in the islands.
Yeah.
How wicked is that? Being wicked as all hell, man. Because they had the because I can't remember the exact quote, but it's a proud quote that Esau has,
God.
I can't find the exact quote, but yeah, that shows you how wicked Jake are, man. And why? Because Esau's got them in this state, man. I mean, the niggas are wicked anyway, but Esau's got them in this fucked up estate, and they aspire for Esau, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They aspire for this. But I'll read this here, just quickly read this. They aspire to be living it up with this devil.
That's right.
It says, woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots, because they are many, and in horsemen, because they are very strong. But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord. So they're seeking Esau's way of life. They're not seeking the way of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, man. Because if they were, they would stop doing the things that they're doing, man. See, when Jake kills each other, Esau delights in that. See, like the brother saying that's mercy. That is just no mercy, bro. Mm. The guy's killing the old woman.
Yeah.
For no reason.
Just for being a brother to someone else that he has an issue with. But what does that do? Then that guy sees that video.
He's going to want...
He's like, what? You did that to my grandma? Yeah. My grandma? And then now he's going to do that to that guy's family. Like cartels and that, man.
Yeah, well, that shows you, man. That Jake's out. But the Lord's put that spirit on, man. That wicked spirit on them to do that, man. Mm. But when that race war comes, they're going to turn it around on you so-called white people, man. And get at you, man. Because, Jake is wicked. The scriptures do say, whoever perished being innocent. And, you know what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah.
Jacob going off, man. The only way is through Yahweh Shai to get right, man. That's for you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans. The only way is through Yahweh Shai, man.
I've got precept.
Can I just finish this here? It says, because they are very strong, but they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek ye the Lord. Yeah, this society is very glitz and glamour, it's very, pleasing to the eye, the cars, the this, the that. You know what I'm saying? So that's more, they want to look to that more than they do to the Lord. But the Lord overpasses all that. But you have to be spiritual to see that, man. Yep. But which a lot of our people aren't, man. They trust in this society, man. You know what I'm saying? And you're going to get caught up in the destruction of it.
That's right.
You know? Okay, yeah.
It says Isaiah 13:14 says, and it shall be as the chased roe and as the sheep that no man taketh up. Right? They shall every man turn to his own people and flee everyone into his own land. Mm-hmm. Right? Just going on what they say about how there's going to come a time, race wars. Right? You be having all these Jakes, these Edomites. What you're having right now in London, I'm sure in other cities across the world, is gentrification, man. You've got neighborhoods that have been predominantly poor and filled with Jake, and now you're having like crackers moving into them,
buying them out.
But a lot of the Jakes, thing is, it's like new buildings, so they'll move in, right? But then Jakes won't move out for a long time. So, but getting it all ready and perfect for this race wars to come.
Yeah, because they're just right around the corner, man.
Yeah, but at that point, then there will be no mixing. Everyone will be returning to their own people. No one will be going out. But then it goes on to say, and everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword.
Right? That's anyone that's joined unto the heathen, Esau. Anyone that's, you're not joined to your own people. If a Jake ain't joined with a Jakes in that time, they shall be thrust through.
Yeah.
You want to join onto Esau so badly, you're going to get thrust through with him, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Simple as that, man. You might have it with a Jake. A Jake is with an Edomite woman. Yeah. And because he's with that woman, you're going to get thrust through.
Yeah.
You're going to get thrust through with that Edomite bitch, right?
Yeah.
There,
and do you know what? She ain't going to try to save your life either.
Well, you know what? She might join her people to kill him anyway.
Exactly.
And eat him. Yeah. And this could be her husband with 3 kids he's got with her.
Yeah.
You know?
Hey, what does the scripture say, man? Because she don't know she's if she is a Jake, she don't know.
Yeah.
So she's just thinking, man, I'm one of them.
Yeah.
But you know what? They might kill him, eat him, and then rape her and kill her for dealing with a black man in the first place.
Bro, man. It's gonna be like it's gonna be all that crazy. It's gonna be all that crazy. That's true. They're gonna kill. They'll take her out. Wait, you broke that down.
No, because then
it's gonna be like
a lot of these white. It was sort of like how we are when we see
it's gonna be all out, chaotic, man. Like beyond words, you know. Because it says they shall be thrust through, but that was the way you went into that. Was kind of like going into like giving you an image. Because it says thrust through, but then how? There's gonna be many ways, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Someone can just eat you. Someone could boil you. You know. You know what I mean? Fillet you. You know what I'm saying? Boy. They shall be thrust through. Basically, you're joining onto them, you're going to die pretty much, basically. If you're joining onto the heathens, you ain't joining onto your own people, you're going to die. That's why us right now, we're joining onto Yahweh Hashem Yahshai and the brotherhoods together. We only pretty much hang around each other. You know what I'm saying? That's we're fulfilling a prophecy. We're together. We're just amongst each other, man, as Israelites.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But a lot of our people are joining onto heathens, man. That's what a lot of our people don't even like, the fact we're saying that they're going into slavery.
Yeah.
They don't want to hear that.
Yeah. Because they think, I know a good white man, I have good white friends. But it's because they've not seen Esau's fangs. And in that day, right, then they're going to realize Esau is the devil. In fact, let me get this real quick.
What is it?
Ezekiel 21:9.
The sword.
Yeah. Right, so Ezekiel 21:9. So son of man, prophesy and say, thus saith Yahweh.
There's going to be times of trouble beyond imagination, man. Like beyond... I mean, we envision it, but like we don't know till it happens.
Yeah. It says, thus saith the Lord, say a sword is sharpened and also furbished. What's furbished? Polished, man. You know, you imagine a guy shrink, and also you see him, he's doing his military drills. Right? It said something like the UN troops have moved into Chicago already. So troops already
in Chicago.
In Chicago, you've seen that as well.
Yeah.
You know. And
let's try and Google News that, man.
Yeah. And also
that's in Chicago.
Yeah.
You know, they're ready, man. They're ready to kill, man. You know, in Jamaica and the island, they had what did they have? They passed the martial law basically. They put it on lockdown.
Yeah. You asked me for the murder rates before.
Yeah, because they put it on lockdown, and you know you're gonna have them troops that are gonna roll through, and you Negroes got guns and that you're killing each other. These troops are the trained mercenaries, man.
Yeah.
And they ain't got no remorse. They've killed many people. They've killed women and children, and they're gonna do it again, man. It's gonna happen again, just like the Roman army came in during the time of Yahushua's birth, the birth of the Lord, and they killed all the babies and stuff. That was a great slaughter. It's gonna happen again, because they were doing that for and basically to look for the Lord, Yahushua, innit? That was prophecy, but it's gonna happen again. They're gonna come through and kill a lot of you Jakes, man, and it's gonna happen here in England too, man. Because you've got a lot of Jakes located in various areas. Esau's gonna roll on you, man. That's what we're telling you. Go on up.
Right, so
you said the sword is furbished. That's that sword.
You know, so it is sharpened to make a sore slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth? It contemneth the rod of my son as every tree. Right, so the Esau's got a sword being sharpened, and in that day, when Esau starts using his sword, then you're like, shit, the Hebrews got a sword, right? Esau's guy's a fucking devil. When Esau comes in, just straight out shoots your mum in the dome, rapes your little sister, rapes you.
Well, it's Esau. It's fucking. They're gonna have foreign troops and all that. They probably would, you know, rape men too, man. Bro, it's gonna be all that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why we pray to the Lord to defend us, man.
Yeah.
That's the only way you're gonna get defended, man.
Yeah. Right, and then it says, should we then make mirth? But that's all our people want to do. All our people want to do is make mirth. Just
every day.
Every day.
Motherfuckers just want to party all the time, man. Party and bullshit.
Likes to party.
Yeah.
But that's everyone in this kingdom, man. They work Monday to Friday, Friday night, Saturday night, go clubbing. You know, sometimes even go clubbing during the week, man. Yeah. Go work on like an hour's sleep.
Because obviously there's timing for everything. You can enjoy yourself, but you got to think seriously, man, for the most part. Yeah, you enjoy, you drink with each other, have a drink and whatever, chill with the brothers, drink, enjoying that. But like for the most part, you can't just be partying and shit and never thinking about serious matters.
But the scriptures say, even in laughter, the
heart of the heart is sad, basically.
Yeah, basically along them lines, which is the life we live, man. Bros might be together, we'll be, you know, making jokes, jumping it up. At the end of the day, man, we've got stresses of the world at the back of our mind, things that we're thinking about, man. You know, hey, some bros have kids, man. Yeah. You know, we joking around and that, they're thinking back of their head, man, Esau might kill my kids, man. Yeah. Esau might kill my woman straight. And then basically got to get that mind ready for it. If he does, hey, man, just keep it moving. Right, these are things that we got to go through.
Yeah, I got that for you quickly. Proverbs 14:13. It says, even in laughter the heart is sorrowful, and the end of that mirth is heaviness.
Yeah, right.
Oh, the end of all that mirth is heaviness. Because even when we do drink and we laugh amongst each other, when you really sit down after, like, chill out an hour later, or whether you're on your own, or you think about things, you're like, damn, man, we're fucked up, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That is a bad scripture. It says, and the end of that mirth, the end of that joy you just had, that momentary joy, is heaviness, man. Because we're thinking about Esau rolling on, man, killing masses of people, the RFID chip, the World War III. You know, this is about life and death, man.
Yep. Can't. Yeah, man. So this is from the Blaze. Says UN peacekeeping troops in Chicago.
Oh, the UN, you know. Oh, yeah, okay,
the UN, So then these will be foreign,
foreign troops.
I mean, they may not necessarily be from the US. These guys, you know. But basically, it says December 19, 27. So basically, the back end of last year. You know.
Can't.
You know, it's literally only maybe
a couple weeks ago, man. We just came into this so-called New Year, man.
Yeah. I know it's just what do you call these? I think Boykin is Commissioner Richard Boykin. So he's one of them guys there, man. That's basically selling you guys out.
And he's a so-called Negro.
Yeah.
Can you see it? Yeah, you can see it. You can see it. Oh, you can even type his name in, man.
Yeah.
What's his name? Commissioner Boykin.
Richard Boykin. You know? Yeah. says, how did the city officials react to Boykin's UN troops? Mayor
Ideas, yeah, go on.
didn't respond directly, but noted improved crime statistics and his work to ensure that people feel a sense. So what if it says, look, man, it looks like it's
a
working.
sense of security in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
What by
exactly
enforcing the UN troops.
Yeah. So then what are you gonna end up having everywhere that you have Jakes, man?
Troops, UN troops.
UN troops. Just
they're gonna say to keep a sense of what security within the neighborhoods.
Yeah. Well, what would you call that?
With tanks and guns.
Yeah. I don't know about you, but you will be in London, man.
I'm
and
thinking
you see them trap you guys. They got MP4s are there.
Yeah.
You know, but I ain't trying to be anywhere near
Even
you.
when we go on the underground.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
I don't even want to be near. I'm like, them guys.
I want to be. I don't want to be John Charles.
Bro, they look like they're just ready to shoot,
Yeah.
man. They look ready to shoot, like they look ready to shoot you, man.
Well,
like from, you know what I mean?
I mean, because a lot of them guys are tap, man. Let's be fair, like these guys, man, I haven't shot anyone in a while.
That's it. That's how they think. They're trigger happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, because that happened with Jean Charles de Menezes, man. Nigga was literally he was bumping. He was
Brazilian.
He was bumping the train, innit? And they chased him down and they shot him up in the carriage, man.
And this was the time of what, the July 7th, the bombings in England.
I think it was a couple of weeks later.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So now, bro, they could just do a terrorist attack now and it gets to the point where it's so chaotic. They're bringing them, without fail, they're bringing them troops in. Yep. And then that's just going to be it. Yep. You're just going to have troops walking around. You might go to your local store to get coffee or whatever. Yeah. You've got a gun police there, a gun army.
Well, you remember when the elders went to Belgium, man?
Yeah. And they had the troops rolling around. Yeah. They got martial. They got martial law out there. You know. You got some information on that? Because obviously they brought in them troops to what it says to quell to make the peace in the neighborhood. Because what? Jake's running crazy over there. Yeah. Chicago, Jake's are running. They call it what? Chirac and all that. Yeah. Jake's running crazy, shooting each other like all out war out there, man. So they bringing them troops here to what? Bring the peace and all that, yeah? Really to start killing you over there, man. Yeah. And that same thing's gonna happen all over the world, man. You know? Yeah.
Let's get more information.
Right. So while you read that, while you do that, I'm just gonna read this here. It says, this is Isaiah 31:1. It says, yet he also is wise and will bring evil and will not call back his word, but will arise against the house of evildoers and against the help of them that work iniquity. Now the Egyptians are men and not the Lord, and their horses, and that's the modern day Egyptians who? Esau, man. Okay, the so-called white man. Now it says the Egyptians are men and not the Lord, man. Because, Esau's got all these guns and this, that, and the other. There's a way out for you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans. But for the elect, come back to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, man. So when all these bad things do happen, you have a hedge of protection, man. You know what I'm saying? Because, excuse me, even with the UN troops in the Chicago, and you got brothers that teach out in Chicago, man. Yeah. Lord willing, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is going to be with those men out there in times of trouble, man. Because they're proclaiming his word. Doing what they're meant to as Israelites, man. Okay?
Yeah, no, he's saying he wants the UN troops there. Mm-hmm. I don't think that
they're not fully out there.
Yeah, he said he's requesting them to be there.
Right. Well, but you can see it. You can see them coming out there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know? Okay, it says, now the Egyptians, but we do know, look, martial law is coming. Whether it's in Chicago, LA, England, it's going to be here. Yeah. It's here. It's on the doorsteps, man. But that's what I'm saying. That's why the hedge and protection is through the Lord, man. Okay? All right? It says, now the Egyptians are men and not the Lord. And their horses fled. And that's the so-called white man. He's a man. That's it. It doesn't matter how much guns he has, how much planes he has, how much cars he has. He's a man. Yeah. He ain't the Most High. You know? It says, and not the Lord. And their horses flesh and not spirit. And their horses flesh and not spirit, man. You see? The Lord's far beyond all this fleshly stuff that you see here. The Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, is far beyond that, man. You know? And it says, when the Lord shall stretch out his hand Both he that helpeth shall fall, and he that is holpen shall fall down, and they all shall fail together. For thus hath the Lord spoken unto me, like as the lion and a young lion roaring on his prey, when a multitude of shepherds is called forth against him, and he will not be afraid of their voice, nor abase himself for the noise of them. So shall the Lord of hosts come down to fight for Mount Zion, for the hill and for the hill thereof. And that's what the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshai is going to do. He's going to defend us in that time of trouble, man. When these martial law troops do come, and they are coming, man. They are coming. And them foreign troops, they're going to break these houses down. They're going to be abseiling from the buildings.
Yeah, so...
They were just chilling in your yard, gun butt you, you're unconscious. They're just chilling with the guns. I think someone mentioned that last week. Yeah. Like Camper Brother, you know? That you could see that happening.
Yeah.
You know? And then it says, but we're waiting for the Lord to defend us, man. Okay? And then it says, as birds flying, so will the Lord of hosts defend Jerusalem. Defending also, he will deliver it, and passing over, he will preserve it. Turn ye unto him, from whom the children of Israel have deeply revolted. So the Lord's going to defend Israel in that day, Jerusalem, you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans, the elect in that day. But the Lord said, turn ye unto him, whom ye have deeply revolted. So now's your time to repent.
Yeah.
Now's your time to come back before the evil days come not, man. Now's that time. You know? You got something up?
Yeah, let me just
go into it as well, yeah?
Quick. Hold on, find it.
Now's the time to repent, because these days are coming, man. The martial law, all that. Why have they got all these troops? They ain't just got them for no reason. The nuclear missiles, they ain't just got them for no reason. It's to be used.
Yeah.
To, you know, passing them laws to be used, man. Why have they're pushing that chip? They're pushing it. It's to what? To be used. It's an agenda.
Yeah.
You know?
It says Romans 13:11 says that, and that knowing the time, that now it is high time to wake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believe. So as the brother said, it's now the time to be getting into these scriptures, to wake up and to basically to wake out of sleep, man. You know, it's not really much to break down in that. Now's the time to be trying to get right, man. You know, coming back to the understanding that you're an Israelite, you know, and that the so-called white man is a devil, man. You know?
That's it, man. That's it, man. You know? You got anything else up?
Nah.
All right. You got any closing statements or anything like that? Or?
Yeah, man. In that day, man. Look, Israel's gonna be on top, and all these heathen nations, man. They're gonna feel, because in Wisdom 5 it goes on to say, man, they're gonna look like shit. Is this the man we had in derision, right? And the proverb of reproach. They're gonna remember all the shit that they said about Jake. They're gonna remember how they esteemed the so-called white man so highly. Right? But in the kingdom, they were looking at like, shit, is this the man? And they're gonna hate Esau, man. They're like, man, what this is walk past kicking them, man. Like, no, man, we're going through, you know, this. You did, you know, obviously they ain't got to pay for what they did, right? But they're like, man, we wouldn't have even gone in that hard unless unless we were following your back,
your ways. Isn't
yeah,
it? That's it.
You know,
then Jake's gonna be in their right mind, isn't it?
Yeah.
But right now, as it stands, man, the martial law troops are going to roll through, and a lot of Jake, 2/3, are going to get caught up, man.
Yeah.
So what we're saying is repent now to the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahshai, while the doors of mercy are open, man.
Yeah.
You know, because there's going to be a lot of death and destruction, man. All right? We pray that, Lord, will the Lord be with us and be with the brothers teaching his word, man. You know? So with that, we just say, Barak for Yahweh. Barak for Yahweh Shai. Barak for Yahweh. Barak for Yahweh Shai. Barak for Yahweh. Barak for Yahweh Shai. So with that, we just say all praises to Yahweh Bashem Yahshai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And shalom to the brothers that are teaching this word. Shalom. Yahweh Bashem Yahshai. Bashem Rakak Shalom. Shalom.